Thank you so much for joining us here on Idaho Today. Idaho ranks 49th out of the 50 states in the percentage of women who get a screening mammogram for breast cancer. The American Cancer Society estimates that more than 1,500 women in Idaho will be diagnosed with breast cancer this year, and 160 women will die from breast cancer in Idaho. These are alarming stats that only heighten the importance of getting a mammogram. We spoke with Kelly Whitmore from St. Alphonsus to tell us more. Kelly, who should get a mammogram, and at what age? Is this something that we really need to make sure that we're putting this on a priority list?
Women should have their first mammogram at age 40, and then it's every year after that.
Okay. And how important is early detection when it comes to the treatment of breast cancer?
Early detection saves lives, so our goal is to find breast cancer when it's really small, before you're having symptoms, before you can feel a lump. This is when it's really easier to treat successfully. We want to find that breast cancer before it spreads anywhere else. So getting a screening mammogram is the most reliable way to find the breast cancer in that early stage.
And there's been some kind of evolution, if you will, too, in the detection of breast cancer, right? So there's been some innovations in technology when it comes to detecting, a potential lump. So share with us some of that innovation.
So 3D mammography is the latest technology for mammograms, and all of our breast care centers and both of our mobile units have the 3D imaging now. So 3D is covered by your insurance. The positioning and the imaging is going to be really similar, but it is really beneficial to all women, especially women who have dense breast tissue. So it can find breast cancers when it's smaller. It can help the radiologist detect those cancers smaller. And it can also reduce the positive or the false positive results where women have to come back for additional imaging.
Yeah, and too, like you mentioned, that dense breast tissue, really hard to see that imaging. I know that's been a challenge for likely a number of women. And then also finding that lump at such a small stage obviously improves the likeliness of a positive outcome later, meaning that you're going to be able to maybe remove that potential cancerous lump and have a successful healing process, right?
Correct.
Opposed to finding it later where you're stating where it might spread throughout the body. So it's amazing to hear that that is now something that we can utilize and help save some lives out there. Also, though, what if a woman really would like to have a mammogram? She wants to have a breast screening, but she's afraid that it's not affordable. What does she do?
Mammograms are covered by insurance, but if you don't have insurance, a mammogram costs about $300.
Okay.
We have access to grants through the state of Idaho, as well as our own St. Alphonsus grants at all of our breast care centers, and both of our mobile units have those grants. So we'll always try to qualify you for one of those grants first, and we can let you know before the exam begins if you qualify.
Oh, that's great. Okay, good. And then also, too, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and St. Alphonsus has the Pinky Promise campaign. Explain to us what that is.
So we're running a Pinky Promise campaign through the whole month of October. This is to encourage women to pinky swear with a friend or a loved one, their spouse, to get that mammogram. Every woman remembers doing the pinky swear when they were a little girl. It was a really binding promise.
Yes.
So we're just encouraging women in the community to make that promise, get your mammogram, because it takes us all to fight breast cancer, and early detection truly does save lives.
Absolutely. I love that, the Pinky Promise. That is so true, right? And it's all too often too, I think that women, we get so caught up in taking care of everybody else that we're like, oh, I know I need to get my mammogram, but I'll get to it. I'll get to it. And then before you know it, it's months down the road, and sometimes even years, unfortunately. And that time is very, very, very valuable, especially like how you had mentioned, early detection is the key. And a lot can happen in a short period of time. So make sure that you keep that Pinky Promise and you make that appointment. There's the mobile options too, so you can make it convenient as well if you live out in a rural area. So where can people go to learn more about mammograms with St. Alphonsus?
You can just go to stalphonsus.org, search mammograms, and you'll find scheduling information and any other information that you need about mammograms.
Wonderful. Kelly, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate you coming on. Very important.